I can tell by the weight.
I see, and that's your firearm, Marshal, you're sure?
My initials are on the side. There's a dent in the barrel from when Philip Stack shot at me. You're not gonna
Leonardo DiCaprio, actor, producer, and environmental activist, considered one of the most talented and influential figures in modern cinema. Origin and family. Leonardo Wilhelm DiCaprio was born on November 11, 1974, in Los Angeles, California, USA. His birth was already extraordinary. The name Leonardo was given to him after his mother, Ermeline Indeberkin, felt the baby move for the first time while standing in front of a Leonardo da Vinci painting in a museum in Florence. Thus, the name of the great artist became part of the future Hollywood star. Leonardo's father, George DiCaprio, was an American of Italian and German descent. He wasn't just a book publisher and comic artist, he was an active participant in the countercultural movements of the 60s and 70s. Leonardo's mother, Ermeline, was a German immigrant born in Oerkenschwick, North Rhine-Westphalia, West Germany, who moved to the U.S. As a child, she worked as a legal secretary. Leonardo was raised in an unconventional but supportive environment. His parents divorced when he was just 1 year old, but despite the separation, both actively participated in his upbringing. He lived with his mother, but his father remained an important part of his life, frequently visiting and even taking him to auditions and castings. Leonardo grew up in the Echo Park neighborhood of Los Angeles, a place that was neither the safest nor the most prestigious. From an early age, he witnessed life unfiltered: drugs, crime, poverty. All this shaped his determination to break free and achieve something greater: childhood interests and dreams. From a young age, Leonardo showed a keen interest in performing, imitating, and pulling faces. According to his parents, he loved impersonating relatives, teachers, television characters. It was more than child's play. He intuitively sensed how acting worked. He initially attended a regular school, Cedars Elementary, and later John Marshall High School. But he was never a model student. The dull educational system oppressed him. He didn't want to be like everyone else. In adolescence, he began devoting more attention to acting, convincing his mother to let him leave school and focus on a career. First steps on screen. Even as a child, DiCaprio began appearing in commercials and educational TV shows. His first official paid gig was a commercial for dairy products. He starred in ads for chewing gum, cookies, toys. These modest performances gave him confidence. He succeeded. The camera liked him. His charisma worked. Soon he started landing roles in TV series: Santa Barbara, Parenthood, Freddy's Nightmares. He wasn't a child star on the level of Macaulay Culkin, but he was gradually being noticed. His striking looks, blonde hair, energetic presence made him memorable. Yet true success was still ahead. In 1991, Leonardo got one of his first significant roles in the TV series Growing Pains. He played a homeless teenager, and although the show was comedic, DiCaprio managed to convey deep drama in his performance. The real turning point came in 1993, when the 19-year-old Leo played Arnie Grape, the mentally disabled brother of the main character in What's Eating Gilbert Grape, alongside Johnny Depp. The film was a breakthrough for DiCaprio. He earned his first Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. That was almost unprecedented for such a young actor. In Hollywood, he began being called the new James Dean, gifted and dangerously handsome. From early on, Leonardo showed an unusual combination: carefree charm alongside an obsession with self-improvement. He constantly watched films, learned from legends, absorbed everything. In his teens, he set clear goals, not merely to become famous, but to take on heavy roles, work with great directors, make films that endure. His ambitions were bold, and he understood the road would be long. After the success of What's Eating Gilbert Grape, DiCaprio became a sought-after young actor. His roles in The Basketball Diaries, 1995, and Total Eclipse demonstrated his willingness to tackle dramatic and risky projects. In The Basketball Diaries, he played a teenage drug addict, a physically and emotionally demanding role. In 1996, he took on one of his most iconic roles, Romeo, in Baz Luhrmann's Romeo plus Juliet, a modern adaptation of Shakespeare's tragedy. The youth audience instantly fell in love with his portrayal. Romantic, passionate, tragic, the ideal of the 1990s, DiCaprio became cemented as one of Hollywood's new sex symbols. Though he himself disliked the label, he valued depth over appearance. He sought directors who could unleash his full potential. It was then that James Cameron noticed him. In 1997, Titanic was released, the largest project James Cameron had undertaken up to that point. Leonardo played Jack Dawson, a poor artist who falls in love with an upper-class girl, Kate Winslet. The movie changed everything. Titanic became the highest-grossing film in history at that time, over $2 billion at the box office. Leo became a global superstar. His face was on posters, magazines, and t-shirts. He became the subject of frenzied fandom, a DiCaprio mania, and intense paparazzi attention. But fame brought its own pitfalls. He began to be seen only as a pretty face, a romantic hero. DiCaprio felt trapped by the image. In an interview, he said, "I'm proud of Titanic, but I don't want to be Jack Dawson for the rest of my life." Escape from the image and searching for himself. From the late 90s, he actively chose roles that broke the romantic boy stereotype. 1998, the man in the Iron Mask dual role as King and his brother. 2000, The Beach, a philosophical thriller directed by Danny Boyle. He worked with cinema's greats Ridley Scott, Steven Spielberg, Martin Scorsese. The most pivotal moment came with Gangs of New York 2002, his first collaboration with Scorsese. Collaborating with Martin Scorsese became central to Leo's career. Their joint works include Gangs of New York 2002, The Aviator 2004. For his role as Howard Hughes, DiCaprio won a Golden Globe and received an Oscar nomination. The Departed 2006, a tense crime thriller and box office hit. Shutter Island 2010. The Wolf of Wall Street 2013, one of his best films and a commercial success. Scorsese called DiCaprio his new De Niro, and Leo regarded him as a mentor. Their partnership produced some of the greatest films of the 21st century. By the 2010s, Leo had evolved from a teenage idol into one of the most respected and versatile actors. He continued to expand his range. Inception 2010, directed by Christopher Nolan, he played a dream infiltrator. Django Unchained 2012, Quentin Tarantino, he portrayed a ruthless slaveholder, his first villainous role. The Revenant 2015, Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu, he played Hugh Glass, a man struggling for survival in the wilderness. For The Revenant, Leo finally received his first Oscar for Best Actor in 2016, more than 20 years after his first nomination. Cinematic style and method. DiCaprio is known for his full immersion into roles. During The Revenant, he literally ate raw bison liver. In The Aviator, he embodied obsessive-compulsive disorder so deeply that it affected his real life. For The Wolf of Wall Street, he spent months studying Jordan Belfort's speech and mannerisms. He often avoids body doubles and green screens, preferring real environments and authentic emotional scenes, main sources of income. DiCaprio is among the highest-paid actors in Hollywood history. His career started with modest fees, but by the late 90s, he was earning millions per role. Film earnings: Titanic 1997, $2.5 million fee plus $40 million from box office profit share. Catch Me If You Can 2002, $20 million. The Departed 2006, $20 million. Inception 2010, $25 million. The Great Gatsby 2013, $20 million. The Wolf of Wall Street 2013, $25 million. The Revenant 2015, $20 million. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood 2019, $20 million. Don't Look Up 2021, $30 million. Total film fees exceed $350 million. Additional revenue from sales, royalties, and profit shares adds another $100 to $150 million. Advertising contracts and ambassadorships. DiCaprio is very selective with advertising. He rarely endorses brands in the US to preserve his serious actor image, but works actively with international brands, especially in Asia. Tag Heuer Swiss watches, Suzuki Japan, Jim Beam Japan. BYD China. Advertising revenue is estimated at $50 to $70 million over his career. Investments. DiCaprio is a savvy investor. He's put money into tech, green initiatives, and real estate. Beyond Meat vegan meat products. Aspiration eco-friendly online banking. Diamond Foundry lab-grown diamonds. Kingo Energy solar energy in Latin America. Allbirds eco-friendly footwear. Estimated value of investments in 2024, over $200 million. Real estate. He owns an impressive portfolio of luxury real estate. Mid-century home, $13 million. Beach villa, $25 million. Mansion with tennis court, $10 million. Tribeca apartment, $10 million. Battery park loft with air filtration, $8 million. Bought the Blacador Cay Island for $1.75 million. Planning an eco-resort with zero carbon footprint. Properties in France and Italy rumored to include vineyards. Total real estate value exceeds $100 million. Cars, transportation, and lifestyle. DiCaprio prefers eco-friendly transportation. Tesla Roadster first Hollywood owner. Fisker Karma luxury hybrid. Toyota Prius notably an advocate. Lexus RX hybrid. Lucid Air owned since 2023. He also uses charter flights, which have drawn criticism from environmentalists. No confirmed private jet, more often leases one. Charity and environmental activism. He is one of the most influential eco-activists in the world. Founded the Leonardo DiCaprio Foundation in 1998. Donated over $100 million toward forest, ocean, and endangered species protection and green energy tech. Serves as a United Nations messenger of peace for climate. Participates in high-level sustainability summits. Produces documentaries, Before the Flood, Ice and the Flame, 11th Hour. Total donations exceed $150 million. Romantic relationships, myths, and reality. DiCaprio is famous not only for his films, but also for his long list of high-profile romances with models and actresses. The media coined the term DiCaprio's girlfriends, typically young women often under 25, frequently models. His most notable relationships include Gisele Bündchen 2000 to 2005, one of his most stable partnerships. Bar Raffaelli 2005 to 2011, long-term with breaks. Blake Lively 2011, short but high profile. Others, Tony Guerin, Camila Moroni, Kelly Rohrbach, Nina Agdal, Vittoria Chiretti. He's often accused of being a perpetual bachelor, but he has stated he prefers not to marry until he's fully ready. He seeks depth over status. He is extremely close with his mother, Ermeline, often bringing her to premieres and awards. His relationship with his father remains friendly, despite the divorce. George played a key role in his artistic development. A close friend is Tobey Maguire, actor known for Spider-Man. They've been friends since childhood and call themselves the Rat Pack. What movie did you like with Leonardo DiCaprio?